Hey guys, it's your girl Whitney 3 Wise Renee, and welcome back to another video on my channel. Thanks for clicking, thanks for subscribing. Okay, I'm gonna have to redo that because I was in there. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Whitney 3 Wise Renee, and my intro is as cringy as ever. Thank you for clicking this video. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while. I have a lot going on, to say the least. As you can tell by the title of this video, it's about to get real juicy, little story time-ish, something I never done on my channel before, but I'm excited to let you guys know about my experience. Before I get into that though, I'd like to say, guys, if you guys have been following me for a while, you already know that my last Instagram got disabled by Instagram, and I'm so happy to announce that I hit 36K once again. That's when my page was disabled last time, about probably 6 months ago now. I want to say 6 months. I don't really remember the exact date, but I am happy to announce that I'm at 38K and increasing by the day. So thanks to all my Instagram followers. If you don't follow me, be sure to follow me now, today, after this video, whenever. I'm gonna have my Twitter, everything, social media down below. Make sure you message me, DM me, tweet me, all that. I tweet back, I DM back. Let me know what's up. Okay, let's get into the good stuff. Oh my gosh, or should I say the crazy stuff? Okay. So I basically just scrambled down a bunch of stuff on my notepad here because I didn't want to forget anything. Yes, so I did end up turning myself in a week ago now, and I ended up being in jail for 2 whole weeks. I thought I was gonna be in there for like 2 days, y'all, and I ended up in there for 2 whole weeks. So it was a very interesting experience. It was annoying. I had to take my piercings out. They take everything away from you. First off, they give you like a First off, when you get in there, you do have to get the whole pat down. They take out your piercings, so I had to take out my nipple piercings. I actually ended up keeping in my nose piercings and my surface tragus piercing right here, because I told them that I couldn't take them out because they are hard to remove, and I was like kind of refusing to have to get them re-pierced. But as for like my belly button piercings, all of that, my tragus over here, cartilage, all that has to be taken out. They do strip you down, make you shower before you're able to go into the cell. Everything's a long waiting process in there, but once you finally get to shower, you have to shower in front of the guards who brung you up, and you do like a little bend over cough little test to make sure, even though they didn't check you all the way down, they still gotta make sure you ain't hiding nothing in your private part. So that was very interesting. That was my first jail shower, and it was freezing, by the way, and I had 2 ladies watching me, so it was, yeah, interesting. Okay, so boom, you take the shower, you get in there, they hand you this bag, you go get a mat that'll be your bed for your time in there, and in the bag it has like a toothbrush that one of the funniest things, it's like this big. So basically every time I brush my teeth, I was brushing my teeth with my fingers because the toothbrush was so small. So they gave you that toothbrush, a little bar of soap, you got 1 washcloth, you got a pair of underwear, 1 pair of underwear, mind you, the whole time you're there, 1 pair of underwear, then I got a t-shirt, a jumper, a pair of orange shorts, and a bra. So that was my gel attire. That was all I could have. Even though when I ended up getting in a bigger cell, one of the ladies actually gave me an extra set of t-shirt and bra so that I could eventually start washing them, which I'll get into later. It's so much stuff to talk about, y'all. I'm gonna be all over the place. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, it was just a really interesting experience. I'm sorry that I'm all over the place, really. So yeah, they give you that bag with that little bit of stuff, blah blah blah, a little deodorant that really actually makes you musty, so you didn't really have any deodorant. Eventually someone did let me use their extra deodorant, so that was very sweet. My bunkmate, actually, she was very sweet. She made my bed for me because there's a certain way you make a gel bed, tying it around, whatever. Okay, so every day you wake up at 3:30 and 3:30, 4 o'clock, and they're calling trays, breakfast trays. That's what time you get fed breakfast in jail. So I actually ate breakfast 0 times that I was there because it was just too early for me to eat, and in like the real world, I barely even eat breakfast, and I damn sure I'm not eating it at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I would just wake up. But you do have to wake up and still grab your tray anyway, which was the annoying part. And I was on the top bunk, so I always had to climb down. So boom. A normal day goes like you wake up at 3:30/4 o'clock because that's what time they serve you breakfast. They call trays, they yell at you very loudly, and they're like, trays, ladies, trays, ladies. And mind you, I didn't eat breakfast not one time that I was there. However, you still have to wake up and go shoulder guard your face in your little band and grab your tray anyway. So I always have to wake up, climb out my bed. I was on the top bunk because in jail, everybody wants to be on the lower bunk, especially because I was with a lot of older ladies and they claimed to have back problems and things like that. So like most people wanted to stay on the bottom, but I didn't care. It was like, whatever. So yeah, I would climb down, go grab my tray, and just give it to a few of the other girls that I knew wanted it, because they would call it the night before. So I would just go ahead and grab it, give it to them, like, okay, bet. Wow, one time, y'all, I was thirsty, right? And they gave us like these milk packages. It's like you have to tear it open, like you gotta rip it open. And most people use it for their coffee. Like they saved it for the coffee that they bought from commissary and put it in there. But one morning I happened to be very thirsty because you don't really get many drinks in there. Yeah, so I decided I was gonna drink some of the milk. So I give the girl my tray, take the milk off, and so I tear it open. I'm like, oh, I'm so thirsty. It's 3 o'clock. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna get some ice cold milk. Whoa. So I start chugging the milk down, y'all, and oh my gosh. The milk was sour. The milk was sour. It was sour. I was so sad. I probably started shedding a few tears because I was drinking it so fast because my throat was so dry. I was like, oh my gosh, I just gotta drink this milk. Yeah, that was not good. Okay. So next, after breakfast, that's at 3:30, 4 o'clock. Everybody gets back in their beds. They turn the lights back out in the cell, which I was in there with about 20 other ladies. And so they turn the lights back out. Everybody goes back to sleep until around 7:45, because we have to do check-in or what I didn't forget already. I only been out a week, and it's something called checkup, something, where we got to make our beds, and the head officer on duty, 2 of them come in the rooms or in the cells, and they make sure all our beds are made and nothing's hanging up. Our clothes aren't hanging up, because sometimes when we wash clothes, we'll hang them on like the bars and stuff, but we're not technically allowed to do that. So when they come in, we have to take it down. So that will happen around 8 o'clock every morning. And then as soon as they walk out, we would get back in our beds because at this point it's still early, and we would get back in our beds until 10 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock, that's when we got lunch. And lunch every day was a brown bag. So like they'd be like, bag lunches, ladies, and everything in jail, like, they yell it, like, so they yell it through the bar so everyone can hear and get up, or whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, you need to know, come get your stuff. So they're like, bag lunches, bag lunches. So everybody's running to go get their bag lunch. Every single day we got a brown bag. In that brown bag had the same thing in it. It had a peanut butter sandwich, it had a bologna sandwich with a slice of processed cheese, with a packet of mayo, and a packet of mustard. Those were our 2 sandwiches for lunch. And then they had a pack of Tostitos, like tortilla chips that you dip in like salsa and cheese and stuff like that. They would give us a little bag of that, twist it all up. Chips, yummy. Sometimes it'll even have a little potato chip in there. So we would have that. And then it would be some type of cornbread. They fed us a lot of bread in jail. Like, I swear they're trying to kill us. Like, be like a cornbread or corn cake. Like, apparently it was a difference in there. And we'd have that, and then we have this little white packet. And the first time I seen this little white packet, I was like, I thought it was a sugar packet. And I was like, y'all, why did they give us sugar? Like, and the girl was like, girl, that's juice. Put it in your cup. Also in our bag that we got when we first got in, we get a little cup, which I didn't even get in my bag now that I think about it. Somebody had to give me a cup that they didn't contraband it. So I was using somebody else's cup. And then we get 1 orange spoon, and that spoon we gotta use for everything, every daggone dish we get in there, no matter if it needed a spoon or not, because we couldn't have forks. But yes. Okay, so Yeah, so get back on track. Okay, yeah, so apparently that was juice. So they give us like a little white packet, and it was normally orange or lemon lime because they were clearly running out of flavors. And we would just put it in our little cup. We had a water fountain in our cell. And we would just get some warm water in there, mix it up with our spoon, and have us a little juicy juice. That's what we have. That was our little juice or whatever. Sometimes it was good, sometimes it wasn't. Sometimes I would say we did actually get sugar packets sometimes on the breakfast trays, and before I would give it to the girls, I realized, let me start taking that sugar off of there because I can use it later for my juice. And it kind of made it taste better, especially because we were already using warm water, so it was like, eh. So yeah, that was our brown bag. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to stay on topic. It was so much stuff going on. That was our little brown bags. So dinner was around like 4 actually. 4, I actually think it was like at 4 o'clock, 4ish, 5, something like that. So before dinner we would just be reading. We did have a TV in the cell. And the girls were pretty good about like watching something we all like wanted to watch, or we would put on a movie or something like that. And we would, some people watch it, most people stay in their bed. I actually read a lot while I was there. I read about 4 books. The Help again. I read a bunch of books. Like, I was in there reading. Like, I don't really watch TV outside of that, but in there I actually did find myself watching TV just because it was a comfort thing. But for the most part, I did read, and I wanted to write because I am a writer, but they gave us like these little pencils that was so hard to write with. So like for me to have to sit down and try to write a whole poem out or something like that, or something meaningful, excuse me, it was just gonna take too much. And I also didn't want to get all the way in touch with my feelings, like, and start, I don't know, it just made me get like real. Writing poetry just makes me get deep and start thinking about, other stuff. So I was trying to really keep my spirits up in there and not down, because I knew it could have been worse, and I know I wasn't going to be in there forever, and blah, blah, blah. Some girls were in there for 2 years. So yeah, we would just sit around, chill. I learned how to play some dice game called 10,000. That's my first dice game I ever learned how to play. And then I taught some other girls how to play Phase 10. I only hung out with about 2-3 girls mainly, like, who were all very much older than me. They're probably all like 20 years older than me, 30 years older than me. Everybody was older than me. Like, I was the youngest person in there. Like, they all were like, oh my gosh, you're so young. I'm like, yeah, you guys are so old. Like, so yeah. But everyone's like really cool. I actually ended up getting in a really good cell. So yeah, I had taught some of the girls how to play Phase 10, and they liked that because we only had like 3 games in our cell. I think we had Phase 10, we had Scrabble, we had the dice, and I think we just had some regular cards, and I don't know how to play regular cards. So yeah. So yeah, I taught them how to play Phase 10, and then we tried to make like a ghetto jail Uno with the Phase 10 cards, making up our own rules. It kind of worked, but didn't, because we kind of got bored of playing it. Just because we played it so much, y'all, it really did help time pass, like playing the games and like watching the movie or something like that. It just kind of helped the time pass. So we would play the game probably until dinner, and dinner would come and they'd yell trays again. We get trays, and for dinner we got the same stuff like every week. So like what we got last Monday is the same thing we're gonna get next Monday type thing. I believe that's how it was. But it was just stuff like spaghetti, and there was this one called slop. Like, it just had like potatoes, carrots. The best thing I actually tasted in there was something with rice and beans, and it was, I don't know, it had the most flavor. And then they would always give us like 2 slices of bread. That cornbread thing again, y'all, they gave us a lot of the same stuff and just like try to mix it up or so and so. Like, even with that rice and beans that we had that, and then we had chili the next day. But it was like the same thing. Like, I don't know, like, if y'all get what I'm trying to say, like, I don't know, they were just like reusing stuff. And then, but for dinner, the good part was that we got we did actually get some type of cold beverage for dinner. So like after the ladies walked around and they gave us trays and they handed us our trays and stuff, someone else would come by and say, juice, ladies, and they would come out with a little Gatorade thing like you see at athletic games, and we'd all bring our cups, line up. Everything is such a lineup thing in jail. Like, they really take you back to like elementary school. Like, you really have to line up, show your band, because we got a band on that has like our numbers and stuff like that, making sure we are who we say we are, da 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 da, like we want to be anybody else in there. So we would all hurry up, get juiced. Honestly, 9 times out of 10 it was horrible, but we would drink it just because it was kind of cold. Like, we needed something cold, so we all just be like, whatever. But me, yeah, shawty, I would be in there. They give us unsweet tea. I actually got in that line twice. I tried to hurry up. I drunk it down. Because if you just gotta finesse. Like, you really just have to finesse. Like, I would drink it down and then get back in line just so I can get another cup, and then I could just have that cup to hold on for a little bit longer after I finish my dinner, because I just knew I wasn't gonna have nothing else to drink type thing. So yeah, and then like for the food, some of the girls will also like save like some of the chicken and make like those jail hack foods. Like, I had seen a YouTube video about that before, like way before this even happened, about how girls like make noodle wraps in jail and things like that, and they really do. Oh my gosh. And honestly, a lot of those meals taste better than what they're serving us. Like, they let me taste some of the noodle wrap. I did taste the noodle wrap. It was something else I tasted. They were actually pretty nice in my cell, so they let us taste stuff. They had made like a cake out of honey buns and cookie cream filling. Like, they're very creative in there. Like, they be making stuff happen, baby. I was weak. Like, and then they got us paying like $1.23 for some noodles, and we ain't even got no warm water. So like, to even make the noodles, girls, you have to run the sink water and wait till it got a little bit warm, then leave it soaking in there. They made rice in there. They was, child, the rice took the longest though. Y'all know rice take a while, and the water was not that hot, baby. It's not that hot. Speaking of not that hot water, I had about 2 warm showers in there. We did have a shower in our cell. We had 3 toilets, 1 water fountain, 2 sinks, and 1 shower. So we didn't have to shower in front of each other because it did have a curtain, which I would have thought we did because just watching TV or something, I don't know, I don't know, you just would think that. But we didn't. But we did have to use the bathroom in front of each other, which was like, everybody's nasty booties, all that egg salad they was making. My cell was definitely stinky. Like, it wasn't the worst, but they were some farting girls. Oh my gosh. And all they farts just went so bad. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so everyone, I mean, they would say the water was warm, but when I got in the shower, like, it wasn't warm. But it was okay because I just took a quick shower. Sometimes I would wash my underwear in the shower. But because it started being so cold most of the time, I just started doing it in the sink like I seen other people do. It was kind of like follow suit, kind of like learning, like, okay, clearly I only have this one bra or this one pair of underwear. I need to wash it. I need to not wear them one day and then wear them the next day, like stuff like that. So, but my underwear was probably the thing I washed the most. My t-shirt and stuff, I wasn't really doing much. It wasn't like I was sweating or getting musty so that they stunk, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me. But definitely the underwear needed to be washed. You feel me? Like, girls who are on their periods and stuff, like, baby, no, it's not okay. But okay, so I think the worst thing about my whole experience was the shakedown, because it really kind of freaked me out. So let me tell you what a shakedown is. Okay, so a shakedown is when about 10, 15, 20 guards, police officers, ops, pigs, whatever you want to call them, come yelling into your cell in the middle of the night, which we had breakfast at 3:30, so it was really probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock, really right before breakfast type. And they come yelling, they're like, get up, hands on your head, hands on your head. And they're yelling, we all gotta jump out our beds, line up on the wall, hands on our head, not able to move. They're yelling at us, don't move, don't look back, don't look at nothing. So basically they just come in there and they're shaking down our stuff. Exactly what it's called. It's called a shakedown. They're throwing our mattresses across the thing. They're shaking out our shirts. If we got too many extra something, if they find somebody with an extra spoon or anything like that. Like they was throwing it in the trash, they was throwing it out. The most thing in my cell that was not allowed was bottles, because I was in a cell full of girls who just loved indulging in coffee. And so they had like bought those coffee packages from commissary, and like all I seen them do all day. But they used to use their shampoo bottles. They use like, yeah, their shampoo bottles and their lotion bottles. They used to like rinse them out and use them and like fill it up with coffee, and they walk around the cell with their little shampoo bottle filled with coffee. But we're not allowed to do that because we're only allowed to have that small little barely 16-ounce cup, because whatever, for whatever reason, like they just want us to feel inhumane, really. Like that's really what it is. But so yeah, so that's mostly what my cell had. I also had a pen though. Like, y'all, I had a pen in my bag because one of the guards on the first night I got there, I seen her drop it when the other girl who came in with me, she was taking her shower before me. When I told y'all that we have to take the shower in front of the guards and stuff, she was taking hers first. And I saw the guard drop her pen in my bag, and I was thinking, okay, I got me a pen, because I knew I could write. So I'm like, yes. And I wasn't gonna say nothing, child, because I would have got them in there. I didn't even know it was that deep, like with the little pencil and everything. I didn't know it was that deep at first, but all I knew was I got a pen. But when I had gotten to the cell, I had learned that we're not allowed to have the pen. So I ended up not using it at all because I was so nervous. I was like, oh, we're not. And the girl was like, yeah, don't use that. You'll get in trouble. And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to get in trouble. So I just kept it in my bag the whole time. But for the shakedown, I had to run and throw it into the garbage before they got to our cell, because I actually happened to be up before. And I heard them like down the hall. But we were like assuming they weren't going to come to ours. But I don't know why, because they did. So I had threw the pen away real quick. Like before I heard them say that, I'm like, hold on. Because I didn't know what was going to happen. They could have sent me to the hole. They could have put me in a turtle jacket. Like, they won't finna do that to me today, baby. They not finna do that to me today, period. So yeah, that was like the worst experience. I feel like it was just really shocking. And I have bad anxiety. It kind of made my anxiety go crazy. But honestly, overall, I was in a really good cell. The girls were loud. They were very loud. They had stinky farts, but they were all pretty welcoming to me, and they weren't to everybody. So I kind of appreciate it. Cause I seen a lot of girls get kicked out my cell, like because the other girls didn't like them or whatever the case may be. And the guards would come, be like, so-and-so, pack up, and they move and they be gone, and I never see them again. So I was like, okay, well, I hope that doesn't happen to me. But honestly, everybody was really, really cool. Like, was in there for their own separate reasons. I learned a lot of what not to do. This was just really a mistake for me. It sounds bad, like a mistake that ended up with me being in jail, but it was definitely a learning experience. I wouldn't say it's as bad as people make it seem. Maybe it's because it was jail and not prison. The worst part is just being in solitude and being treated kind of like ish, like the guards don't really care. You say you have an allergic reaction, something's happening, they take their time. They don't have any information for you. I couldn't find out anything about my court date. Nothing. I was supposed to have a whole court date, and I didn't even know the courts was closed because they don't tell you nothing. They just walk past. They mind their business. They don't care. I did have visitations though. My bestie Crystal came. Shout out to Crystal. She actually helped me throughout this whole situation. She had money on her phone. Crystal is my rock, like my rock. And this experience really actually made me appreciate her even more, which I wouldn't even think I could, because she is one of my closest and only friends. But like, she was really down for me. She helped me. She went and saw my lawyer at 6 o'clock in the morning. She paid my lawyer for me. Like, she really helps me out. So I really appreciate Crystal. I love her so much. So if she's watching this video, cry, I love you. You already know we're locked forever. Yeah, I appreciate my parents. They did come to see me as well. My little sister came to see me. yeah, everyone was trying to keep me positive. It was a very, very interesting experience. I will never, ever do anything to end up in that type of situation again. But I do think it was the perfect time for me to gain this experience, to be honest. Like, better now than later, or when, like, because as time goes on, the consequences only get worse, or they grow, they increase. Like, next time I did something actually bad, next time it's a felon, like something like that. Like, so I appreciate God for giving me this experience, to let me know what I don't want to do and where I don't want to be, because that's not the life for me, you guys. Like, I'm not even that. I'm good. I just go to work. Like, that's all I was worrying about while I was in there. My jobs, I got 2 jobs slash 3, because I teach dance, because we've been teaching dance. Yes, it's just yeah. But I really hope I touched everything. If you guys have any further questions, just leave them on Instagram, or you can leave them down below. I know I was kind of all over the place, but it's because it's been a week since I've been out, and honestly, the memories are kind of trying to fade my head, like slowly, like just, you know, because it was kind of like a routine, and then it's like not. So it's like I'm kind of forgetting it, but not forgetting it, like not, you know. I'll always remember this, but I'm kind of forgetting it slowly. But yeah, guys, don't miss courts. Sorry that I was everywhere, because it was a lot. I hope I touched everything that y'all wanted to know about. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, do subscribe, press the like button, give me a thumbs up to show me that you like this video. If you guys have any other video ideas, please leave them down below. I'll be dropping more vlogs, more videos. I'm trying to do some collabs. So guys, let me know some fun stuff you guys want to see. Follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat. Snap me, tweet me, DM me. I'll do it back. Hey, thanks for coming to my channel, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks, guys. See you later. I don't know what I'll be doing, but you know, peace.